assembly election in Puducherry are very closed. You have entered into the politics of the party, launched your party. How do you see the contest here?
Yes, it's very interesting, and as we all know that Congress and DMK, still fighting for the seats, and there's no clarity in the alliance. Even CPI, the Communist Party, is also out of this alliance. So we find it's a right. We are very clear. Our alliance is very strong. So we are very focused, and we know what exactly what we are doing, and we are all already have started campaigning and asking for votes. But still, the other oppositions have not yet started.
There are demands of full statehood for Puducherry. Your reaction on that is?
Yes, obviously having a statehood is always good, but in my case, I'm not really worried about statehood or non-statehood, but I have to support my people. My people's lifestyle or their livelihood is more important for this Puducherry right now, because people are really there are a lot of issues, including water, drainage issues. So we wanted to, and their livelihood, their income, employment. There are a lot of things that we need to improve. So I'm really focusing on the growth rather than still fighting on the statehood and non-statehood. Whoever it is, whether it's union territory, but end of the day, people's life has to be developed, and we are looking for growth and progress.
Tell us about your campaign for the assembly election, your coalition and vision for Puducherry.
Yes, so I have planned under the leadership of Modiji's vision. We have also made a vision for Puducherry called 2050. By 2050, I assume that we will be the developed nation by then. By then, I want my vision for Singapore is that, our vision for Singapore is that, why don't we be a Singapore, Dubai, or Hong Kong? Like, for example, now due to war in the Middle East, there's huge scope that, a lot of international people are leaving Dubai. So I want to set up an alternative place in Puducherry where international people comes and settle here. They're like same how the residential malls, how people were relocating to Dubai and Singapore. I want to give that safety and everything in Puducherry itself.
One important question is the Congress and the India alliance had made allegation against you, your party, your father. How do you see that?
See, that is, it's like a baby always, complaining. So, see, it's all about, we have come forward. We have contributed so much to our society, our nation. We are paying one of the highest taxpayers. But, these people don't understand, and they're claiming all false allegations for which, we are not really, because this shows that, they have really accepted their failure or their defeat now itself, and they have nothing else to say. And whatever they have asked, I have clarified it that, and my father at one point of time, 2004, 2005, he was the highest income taxpayer of the country. And during that time when Chidambaram was the finance minister, he had, said a lot of issues. He slapped us with a service tax of 3,000 crores during 2006, 2007. At that time, it was one of the highest tax issue before Vodafone, which was 10,000 crores. At that time, it was the 3,000, that was the highest in the country. And we fought and we won the case, and then we got compensation from the government, which was Congress. So they are, allegedly with corruption, and, they are completely, they want to torture people, they don't want to extort from people. So that is the only plan.
Sir, yours is a new political party in Puducherry. How is it different from other regional parties?
So ours is a very new party, and under my leadership, I am a young leader with with new vision, with a vision of focusing on growth and stability, rather than just talking about our ideologies, and those things have gone. Those times were different. Now the issue for common people is their livelihood has to increase. They have to be employment. They have to make more money. Their income, they have to generate more income, repay their loans. There are a lot of other issues. Overall development of infrastructure is required for this Puducherry, even for the nation. So now the issues are different. People are still stuck with Dravidian model, Congress model, and these Congress and those things was started by even Congress we know was started by a Britisher, and it was like an English club, and that which was taken over by the Indian politicians. So when we want to come, I am really focused on growth and strategic positioning of our country in the global map, and we want to be part of transforming India to the developed nation.
There are two political coalition fighting election in Puducherry. One NR Congress, BJP and your party and AIDMK. Another is Congress DMK. So how do you see the contest?
I think we are, as we told, NDA Alliance, BJP, NR Congress, ADMK and LJK, we are very strong and clear. I think Congress is going separate and DMK is going separate. That is what I think. And because of this, CPI, Communist Party has left this thing. I find, I don't know, I think because DMK is keep insulting Congress, because Congress has been a very old party. Congress has been here for a very long time. Now suddenly DMK wants to take over Congress, and they think, with their corruption money, whatever they made in Tamil Nadu, they can pump in Puducherry and, win the elections. But Puducherry people are very clear, and even, internally, whatever due respect they have to give to the party leaders, or that has not been done by the DMK to Congress, and that is why I think the shuffle is.
What are your expectations of the election? How many seats NDA is going to win?
That's what, with this, I think we are targeting to, till yesterday, 2 days back, I was telling 20 seats. From today, we are talking about 25 seats minimum is what we will be winning.
Tourism is an important and key sector in Puducherry. What are your vision and for the overall development of Puducherry, including tourism?
Tourism. So what is the first point?
What are your vision for the development of overall development of Puducherry, including tourism?
Yes.
What are your visions?
Yes. Tourism is very, very key for Puducherry, and already we have people from Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. A lot of people come here for tourism. Apart from this, we have something called Auroville, and we have French connection. So we already have international tourists living here, and there's international tourism here. But now I want to make sure that we get more of foreign currency exchange here, because that is when the livelihood of the local people will be developed. We have to get in more theme parks, international film cities. We need to have a lot of international hotel brands. For example, ferries, cruises, even the waterways, even the airport has to be developed. So when all these things are developed, automatically we have, and it's people think about entertainment. We also have spiritual tourism like Auroville, like Mother. They are a unique, like that we are all one. That oneness. So they bought sand from all over the world, and they build this dome, and where for meditation and everything. So the Auroville concept was developed for peace, and that how we have to live in harmony with the nature. So it has got, and it's already known as Siddhar Bhumi, like saints used to live in Puducherry. So that's the other side. So I also want to really focus not just on the entertainment side, and at the same time we need to focus on spiritual side as well. And there is Olachudi, that is the palm leaves, where even Lord Shiva has himself written in that palm leaves, that is being showcased here. So we want to promote our culture, heritage, our spiritualism to the world.